Hi there, this is Renee. I'm like dancing. I thought I'd do the standing up today and see how it goes, see how I feel about it. Certainly, I'm going to probably be a lot more in motion, and hopefully, I'm not too distracting. Anyways, today I wanted to talk to you about some of the reasons why you could use a good coach, great coach. And it doesn't have to necessarily be for sports. It could be for your business, for personal, all kind. There's a lot of reasons why people are looking for coaches. And if you talk to people who have had coaches, and if you were to ask them, how they feel about having coaches, they would say they never regretted having their coaches because it helped propel them through their goals or to their goals a lot faster, a lot more confident, a lot more knowledgeable. So it's definitely something that should be considered. So one of the reasons is a really good coach that is right for you will hold you more accountable to your commitments, to following through, and sometimes even push you forward a little bit or push you by asking some of the harder questions that maybe you don't want to answer. Does that make sense? Oh, do you feel challenged now? No. Sorry. It's just, I can't help myself. And another reason why having a life coach saves you time, they save you time so that you can get faster results. Because I don't know about you, but in the past, I kind of fiddled around with what I was doing, trying to figure out how to do something, try to come up with new ideas. Also, making you more cognizant of those negative words or weak words, like try, need, should, and I could go on, but right now I'm drawing a blank. But you get the picture. So they help get you faster results because it helps you to zone in and focus more on what your end result is and the process of getting there. It really, really helps. I have learned so much in the last year or so about that, and I highly recommend getting more zoned in, focused. And most people need a little extra help on that. Yes, you can have mentors. And mentors, a lot of mentors, they still want to get paid, for their time. You can have coach, and you can have other training material. But if you want to get there the fastest, a mentor or a coach is what you need. So in the long run, when you're looking at it, it helps save you money because you're not wasting so much time focused on the wrong stuff, if you know what I mean. Have you focused on the wrong stuff before? Have you kind of wallowed around doing this and that, a little bit of that, all over the place instead of what you really need to do to make whatever that goal is? Admit it to yourself. You don't have to admit it to me right now because, well, I'm on the other side of the screen and I'm just talking to you. But what if it did help save you money? How amazing would that be? You could save possibly money on tools that you've picked up and training that you didn't really need, all that kind of stuff, and get you where you want to be faster. So much better. And they also help save you on some of the stress and frustration, because when you're frustrated, it's very hard to make progress. And then a lot of times, I'm sure you've heard this saying, you know, oh gosh, I'm suddenly forgetting what the saying is. But it's basically, if you're doing the same thing over and over and you haven't made progress, then you're not learning what you need to learn, right? And then you get frustrated because things are not happening as you want it. Just saying. And I don't know about you, but when you talk to people, do they sometimes come up with thoughts and suggestions, some ideas that you're like, Eureka! Why haven't I thought of that before? Well, your coach can be really great at that because they are listening to you and what insight you're dishing out, and sometimes reading between the lines. What if you wind up coming up with some new tips or thoughts, or maybe they make a comment about something that they've noticed about the way you respond to certain things. And then all of a sudden you get this thought, oh yeah, maybe I should change whatever. And they're like, oh, changing that sounds like it could be a possibility, right? Anyways, there's a lot of ways to approach it. It just depends on you, your circumstance, and how we get along. Because coaching is a two-way street. It does make a difference. So it's really helpful. And especially when they help give you insights into yourself. Whoa! Some things that you don't want to admit, but in reality it is. Or maybe, I'm drawing a blank right now, but you do get a lot of insight when you're talking to your coach, and it's like a give and take. And then all of a sudden you realize, I did not realize that was what I was doing. Or maybe procrastination. Maybe you didn't think you were procrastinating, but because you didn't know how to do something, and your coach calls you on it, and then you're like, oh, well, how am I going to get, overcome that obstacle? And then you can brainstorm with your coach about things that you can do in order to overcome that obstacle. Because it's not that as a coach, we don't want to be a consultant, because a consultant will tell you what to do. Now, I don't know about you, but a lot of times I don't like being told what to do. But if it's recommended as a possibility, if they help you pull out information that you have within, because we all know so much more than what we think we do. And we have more impact on others than we think we do. And that extra insight can help you. And then, of course, I don't know if it's the most important thing, but a coach can help give you a much stronger sense of self-confidence. I believe in you. I know you can do this. You've got this. What a brilliant idea. You did that. That is a major accomplishment. I am so proud of how far you've come. Those kinds of things. And it makes a huge difference, because what you think that you've done is like, oh, it's okay, and I made a little bit of progress. It could be way bigger than you thought it was. Okay? You've got this. I definitely believe in you. So a lot of the famous people or people who are influencers in the world, I would say 99% of them have their own life coach or high performance coach, or it could be a transformational coach, could be a sport coach in a certain industry, a certain sport. So, but they all have coaches. Several have more than one coach. There's a writing coach, all kinds of coaches. So it all depends on what it is that you need. So my area of focus is on high performance coaching, and because I got certified in it, and it's a scientific based type coaching program, so it's not so much of just listening what your week was like or anything else like that. This is much more interactive, and it's to where I can help push you to the next level that you want to be on, and not necessarily tell you what to do, but to help you realize what are some of the next steps, and give you examples of what high performers do, ask you certain questions that are related, and we build a strong pillar or foundation, a foundation, and we have pillars, that we cover. And I'm talking about clarity, getting clarity on what you want and where you're going is huge. So many are not clear on what they want. They don't know. They hadn't really thought about it. So you definitely, that's like the biggest foundation part, because with getting clarity on yourself, on your business, on relationships with others, then you can ask yourself questions related to certain clarity words that we cover and develop, so that you can ask yourself questions about, does this fit in line with how I want people to know me as? Does this fit in line with my purpose? And so forth and so on. So you're always asking yourself these questions, because a lot of times it can make a huge difference in the direction that you're going. We also have energy. Of course, we want to have good energy. Okay, don't rate me on my singing, okay? But there's different kinds of energy like that. The mindset energy. There's the body energy. There's what I call the heart energy and the emotional energy. That it all ties in together. And so we work on that and talk about that, and go through questions about that to help get you more clear in that area, and give you tips on how to strategize and to keep yourself energy higher, and or to even just lift it up because you're kind of stable, right? And then we have courage. It takes a lot of courage to step outside your comfort zone, right? I've done that a good number of times. And every now and then I still get those little, butterflies. I guess you could, oh yeah, I got butterflies right here. Butterflies on what to do next. And you hit this comfort zone, and then you suddenly realize, I need to step it up a notch, right? Just like with these live videos. I'm doing these on the fly, and at first it was outside of my comfort zone. So what's next? I'll have to talk to my coach about that. So there's a lot of reasons why you need a coach, but I do hope that these 7 reasons are helpful for you, and that you found it of value. So I would invite you to like, and to subscribe. And if you have any comments, please let me know. If you found my moving around too distracting, let me know that too, okay? And if you have any tips that why you have chosen a coach, I'd be happy to hear that as well. We all can make a difference in other people's lives. So the biggest question is, how committed are you? Are you ready to step out of your comfort zone? Are you ready to make progress in your life? Are you happy with your work? Are you happy with your business, relationships? Do you need help in any of that area? Just saying. I would invite you to check out the link in the description, and with that, you can have access to a questionnaire. It's a few pages, a questionnaire that would help give me more insight on some of the questions to focus on for you. That's just right for you, and send it in to me after you've completed it, and let's book a free strategy session. I mean, these sessions are worth $500. So, and you get it for free. It's 60 minutes, and hopefully you come out of it a little bit more enlightened and inspired to make changes, or to inspired to maybe you get one thing out of it that makes a huge difference for you. I don't know how this will affect you, but I know it'll affect you for the better, and you will get insights and can do tips and stuff like that. So anyways, I'm going to let you go. Please subscribe and like this, and I will talk to you later. Bye.